Actually, what keeps me concerned most is the youthful population. Because look, if you look across the entire world, I mean, the growing young population, and we put it within the context of Africa here today, it's a young continent. And even across the entire world, the young people seems not to have been understood by the leadership of now.
Yeah,
And that worries me because most of them were born after the 90s,
yeah,
and they didn't grow up with the challenges of the Cold War or of colonization and countries fighting for independence. They were born at the era that transitioned to cell phone, to computers, and the understanding and thinking of solutions and even problems is completely different from what sometimes we see in public discourse spaces. And as a
yeah,
result of that, because they are not understood sometimes, it then means that they give up and become disenfranchised. And that disenfranchisement is a recipe for disaster
yeah,
because they are losing hope and sometimes losing faith, and then relegating back to not doing what is needed, whereas they're supposed to be leveraged as the workforce, as the social sovereign capital to then be able to do what is needed today. Let me just take the example of Africa, a
yeah,
continent of 1.4 billion people with over 60% youthful. And at the same time, that youthful population is unemployed. If you do not leverage the youth, then there's absolutely nothing you can be able to achieve in the continent without leveraging them. So what I see as a threat is the youth unemployment. What I see as a threat is the wrong narrative sometimes that doesn't leverages the opportunities that youth can bring, but somehow
yeah,
make them not to see those opportunities or not to build on those opportunities. What worries me is that if you look at climate change, it wires through every problem. Whether we're
yeah,
talking about sustainable transformational development in terms of food security, the input will come from the youth, whether it is technology development to add value, to drive sustainable value chains, is young people who can develop that.